Hey guys.
Rocky, our first reward tier on Patreon, the $1 tier, you get access to the Patreon feed and all that junk. But you can also contribute a question for our Q&A episode.
Oh God. Okay.
So, we finally collected around 5 questions, which is funny because I actually tried to push our patrons to give us questions over the past fucking 6 months, but
We got 5 out of 6
nobody
months.
wanted to do it.
Nobody cares about us, Matt.
Like 14 patrons at one point, and
we're just whores.
I could only get the occasional. Yeah, here's a question.
Yeah. Fine. Fuck.
It was originally supposed to be 10, but I couldn't even make it there, so I said, "Fuck it."
Nobody cares about it. We're just whores.
Let's film it at
You
5.
don't ask questions about whores when you're fucking them afterwards. Like,
Why do you keep saying the word whores? Or we're whores to you?
obviously, if people don't want to know about it, just use this for the
Oh,
fucking videos and then just, alright, you're done. Next video. Like, whores, you don't really want to know about them.
whore expert over here. The reason why I limited it only to patrons because I knew they wouldn't throw questions at us that are just like,
Why would you show Rocky this
yeah,
after
Or-
16 times of asking?
why are you so ugly?
What does Rocky eat? And he looks humongous.
All right, so asshole24 says, "Why are you so ugly?" We have to answer it. You know, I wanted to avoid that. So our
That would have been
patrons,
good, though.
you want to answer that? You can answer right now.
Well, I gained some weight.
Nope. First question comes from our pal Simon.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, paisano.
He was the first one to do it. You don't think he thinks of as us as whores?
No, the patrons are angels. Sweet. Beautiful. Angels. Lay it on me.
He says, "I'd like to know how much time you've put into the channel over the past 3 years,
Oh,
both for Headache Heroes and Anime Aneurysm, planning, shooting, editing, etc." A lot.
well, me, not a lot. As Matt may know, and as you may figure, I don't really think about a whole lot what goes on in this room after I leave this room. It gets less and less as the years go on.
Yeah, as I've taken more and more control, he's done less and less, which
Yeah.
kind of works out for us because Rocky prefers to have, I think, a life, and I think I prefer to just.
Ooh, I'm editing constantly.
Yeah, my little.
It's gonna be great.
Perfect fucking
All hunched over.
impersonation.
Before he got the standing desk, he's like,
My back hurts.
he's like eating glass. Like,
So to put it in perspective, that takes a lot of time, a hell of a lot of time.
yeah,
Planning for Headache Heroes was a lot longer than Anime Aneurysm.
way longer. A lot more went into each episode.
I had to come up with individual challenges and ideas. Took very long. Anime Aneurysm, it's more like I'll think of something, maybe throw some pictures on my phone. Not too big.
Yeah.
Big deal. Shooting honestly takes about 3 hours a week. Period.
Yeah.
And that's it. And if I try to go over 3 hours, ain't having
I
it.
got shit to do. I'm outta here.
Literally, it happened exactly. We filmed at 12 p.m. and then 3 rolled around. I was like, "Oh, can we do another one?" He's like,
I'm like getting up and like put my jacket on. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, I'm getting out of here. He's like, we got actually one more to do. I'm like, no, I gotta go. I got something to do.
So 3 hours. And then editing, about 90% of the work of the show goes into Adobe Premiere
Crafting
editing
this fine art.
and YouTube minutia. You know,
Rome wasn't built in a day.
it takes so long. Like editing, it doesn't seem like it, but whoo, golly goosh.
Yeah.
Golly goosh in
Golly-
my touche.
Golly goose in your tooth. You said it. Really, that's what it says it all right there.
So much so that one day I'd love to hire somebody to help me out.
Accepting applications now. Why are you looking at me?
Rocky used to edit the Headache Heroes episodes.
Early Headache Heroes episodes?
Yeah,
That's all me.
you got the capability still.
Yeah, not with this full-time job.
Thanks for your question, Simon. I hope that kind of answered it. A lot of time. I spend all my time doing it. Literally all my time goes into the show.
Yeah.
And about 2% of his time goes into it.
2% of my life goes into this show.
Yeah. That includes the part that has to respond to me on Facebook.
I just got one of his messages today, and he sent it like 4 days ago. So there you go.
Proves it. Our pal Matt.
Hey, Matt.
You never even heard of Matt.
No, I don't know Matt.
He's one of our patrons, and he probably loves you. Okay?
Why me?
So pretend to love
He
him.
probably loves you. Stop it.
It's actually just me.
You're just acting like we have a patron, Matt, because you want to ask me something on camera that you're afraid to ask me in private.
I wish that
All
would...
right, fine, Matt.
I wish that would work out for this question, but this question's actually really innocent. It is, who are your favorite fictional villains, anime or otherwise?
Ooh.
Boom. Easy peasy.
I'm a big fucking villain fan, too. Like, I'm always rooting for bad guys in, like, movies and video games and shit
Big
like
question
that.
for you.
That's fucking hard. God
I'm
damn.
gonna give you a second because I know mine. Carnage.
Carnage is really good.
From the Spider-Man universe.
Carnage is really good.
Carnage is, in my opinion, is Marvel's Joker. He's a sadistic, creepy, crazy weirdo who just kills and kills and kills. And he has the coolest, like, symbiote suit. I really like him a lot. He
I think
comes
it's symbiote. Is it symbiote? Symbiote?
I don't care at all. So yeah, he's one of my favorites because he's so unique. I hope one day he appears in one of the movies and they actually get Venom and Carnage right.
Doomsday is up there.
Ooh.
The one who killed Superman.
Oh.
It's one of my favorite. My first comic books was The Death of Superman.
Whoa!
And
Comic King, I didn't even know.
Stop it.
Who's Doomsday?
You don't know who Doomsday is?
Do I gotta push a picture here?
Look him up. He's
I don't wanna
fucking
put a picture.
nasty. Big bony motherfucker.
Ooh.
He's got bones like protruding out of his skin. He's
Nasty
just
Bones.
all nasty bones. That's what he should have been called.
You don't want to name any more. It sounded like you were coming up with more.
I'm overwhelmed, but that's it.
Okay,
That's
Doomsday
what I got
and
so
Carnage.
far.
Thanks.
Just big nasty motherfuckers who were, not that intelligent but unstoppable. There was like piss poor versions of them on TV every so often, but
Right.
piss poor.
Whoa! We're learning about a different side of comic boy Rocco over here. You read comics all the time.
I try to, yeah.
I like how you put anime or otherwise, as in like I hope they name anime characters.
Oh no, not anime.
Sorry.
I don't absorb any of this shit.
Oh, Knives from Trigun. He's a good one.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Remember him?
Dr. Wily.
Dr. Wowie. But where is Dr. Wowie? Hey, Patrice.
Hey, Patrice has been around for a while.
Patrice.
Long time.
By the way, some of these people aren't patrons anymore.
Well, okay.
Patrice asks, how long does it take, approximately, for a single episode of Anime Aneurysm? Oh, like setup, recording, editing, all that fun stuff. So a single episode, as opposed to like long-term, like Simon asked. Recording, hour-ish, depending on what it is.
Yeah.
This is going to take 300 years, since we're only on question 3. Editing, God. One time, I recorded how long it took me to edit our Attack on Titan episode. That took me 5 hours with breaks. It took me all day.
What'd you do on your breaks? I think they want to know that
Ate,
question.
showered, and masturbated.
Showered?
That was my whole day, is editing a single episode of the show.
It's got showers.
Do you know what it's like to bathe in your own stink while you're editing a dumb show? It's a nightmare.
I was with you until that last part. No, I don't edit.
And then, of course, YouTube minutia, which actually is probably the most annoying shit to me, like annotations and end cards.
All the little shit that really
tags.
might not matter. Yeah.
And, well, all the
Little tags matter.
all the shit that I wanted you to at least do after I uploaded episodes, but then you just wouldn't respond. Like, hey,
Yeah.
can you do... He just no response. Can you... No.
He already knew the answer before he asked me. That's why I didn't bother.
And a little different now. Another one. How did you two meet? I think that could be a pretty interesting answer.
Well, Matt's a dick. Okay?
Oh, okay. We've been through this before on some random other video, but we'll quickly wrap it
He
up.
ignored me. Okay.
Oh my god.
I was a cashier
Oh my
at a
God.
supermarket. Him and his dad came through with, the stuff they buy. I knew who he was. We have mutual friends. His dad, how you doing? We never met his dad before that. I kept looking at Matt as I'm checking to see if fucking buried in a magazine the entire time. Would not look up. I'm like,
We never met before.
we knew who we were though. Stop it.
We never talked.
And we knew about each other that we both liked video games.
Did I know that about you? Not really.
I might have just made that part up. But you knew who I was, and I knew who you were.
I heard about you through mutual
I
friends.
just wanted to be like, hey.
that you're a
That's
silly.
it. That's all I
silly
wanted to say.
all I ever heard was Rocky Lassie was a silly goose. He likes Frankie Muniz.
What? Who told you I like Frankie Muniz?
Seriously, that stuck with me.
I'm not even a big fan of Frankie Muniz. That's
Well, it was just
a
one of those
solid joke
one of-
material.
right, exactly. But it was one of those random things that stuck with me. I was like, oh, he's probably a funny person. And then I was too shy to say hello because that's my deal.
Rude, shy, whatever.
But then later, Rocky had, and still does have, I'm going to link it, a Let's Play show of this friend Bill called Two Awful Gamers.
It's been pretty idle for about 2 years now, 2-3
If you want
years.
to hear real old Rocco stuff,
Yeah,
enjoy.
just bad audio.
So on
It was
Facebook
fun.
messages, he sent, just through mutual friends, I guess, sent me a link to his channel, pretty much advertising it at me.
I was plugging it.
Because he knew I like video games. But through that, we developed Headache Heroes, and a beautiful, beautiful thing occurred. So that's pretty much how we met. Those two different ways. Rocky
We
considers
played,
it.
ABC Smurf racing game.
Okay. They're
The
like,
first night we hung out,
Patrice is like, okay, that's how you met. Don't need to hear the details.
we kissed.
It was like a first date. It was beautiful.
You said that too when you were walking.
Wasn't that? I bet you're so creeped out. You're like,
I wasn't that creeped out, but I was like,
I
I don't see it.
am I gonna regret this or? And then I'll look where you fucking are.
No, it's basically facial lips to butthole lips every day in here.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just saying that's the point we're at now.
You kissing my ass, or I'm kissing your ass?
Like analingus.
Oh, Thanks, Patrice. I don't think this person even watches. If they do, hello. They're
Hi.
former patron.
Former.
Yeah.
Let's make this one short, huh?
Killathy asks,
Never heard of him.
what's the closest you've had to Rocky attempting to escape?
I've
Have you ever
thought about it
considered
a couple times.
Honestly, which ones?
I never considered it, but I thought about like
Black Butler?
this is hard.
Or the gay ones?
The Black Butler Redux, that one was hard because I knew like how much I hated it
The second one?
and how much I had to go hate something more again.
much?
If I know how much I'm gonna hate something, I'm just like, I could be doing stuff I like.
Even if it's for everyone else's entertainment?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can't appreciate that some people are really enjoying your pain. You're a performer, Rocky. You have to endure it.
I don't think they enjoyed that anymore. I think they enjoy what we watch at this point.
Some people truly.
If you like me in pain, just speak up in the comments. I won't be mad at you. I won't delete your comments.
If you like Rocky in pain, he'll gladly just smack his nuts on camera for you instead of watch anime.
Oh yeah, I'll
If
do
you really
something-
want to see
I'll
that.
do something to my basement, like take a hammer to my dick
Yeah.
or something. Whatever you need, but don't bring me back here.
Some people like that thing, and I think it's amusing. I mean, it's kind of running its course now. We've been down the road of
It's like beating, eating, raping, killing a dead horse all over again.
Whoa.
Not just
All
beating
right,
a dead
well,
horse.
Okay. You
It's
don't have
fucking the dead horse.
All right.
It's shaving
All
it
right,
and gluing
all
the hair to
right.
your face. Make a shitty beard. It's just doing everything you can to a dead horse.
Using all the parts like a Native American.
That's right.
It's
our Native
environmentally
American
friendly.
brethren.
The second question from Killathy. Have you managed to get Rocky to sit through an entirety of any series? No, and no.
There's no reward at this point. I'm just being nice.
I'm not... I interpret that question as... Shut up. I interpret that question as, have you ever watched a full series on your own? And the question is thoroughly no, I think.
A full series, like I watched
Anime
from Art High School
No.
on my own.
That
That didn't
I
come to-
showed you.
That you showed me. No. I mean, I have them on my hard drive, ready to be watched at an unannounced date. Before I die, probably.
Another reminder.
It's a solid no.
Rocky, you should watch. He's not gonna.
I'm not going
He
to.
doesn't care at all. This is just for entertainment, guys. Just watch it and move on. Please.
It's not a big deal, guys. I got shit to do.
That angers them, I think. How dare you have a life?
If you're not going to fully commit to YouTube and our demands, you can fuck off, Rock.
Anime fans are fun.
And I'm
aren't
like, I'll fuck off, then.
they?
Toodaloo.
Works out for everybody. Last question is from our pal Dylan.
Hey, Dylan! Bring it in. Hey. All right. What do you want to know? I don't know what that was.
It was great. That's what it was. What do you two do for a day job?
I want to hear your answer first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wonder how I'm going to respond. I quit my last real job in December 2014 because I hated it. I had enough savings from the job to do that. And I wanted to emphasize how much I wanted to be a YouTube star with hard work. And I worked my ass off on Headache Ears. Didn't work out. And then,
For nothing.
and then no, it was fun. And then Anime
It was
Aneurysm.
fun.
It gave me the practice I needed to,
That was a stepping stone to get where we are now.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've been doing that full time. I can officially say full time now because, making
You got
money
nothing.
now.
You got nothing else.
That's what I'm trying to say. That was what I was really trying to say the whole time. It's a dream job. I have a dream job.
Not a day goes by where I'm like, fucking God, I wish I could do what he does.
You would edit all day, every day, just staring at
If
one
I cannot
screen.
leave my room and just fucking...
I know it sounds, but eventually, man, it just drains. Like any job, it drains you. Like constantly doing the same thing over and over.
I don't know.
I mean, it's a dream.
You don't have any shitty coworkers. You
Okay.
take breaks whenever you want.
That's
you take
true.
days off whenever you want.
Yeah.
You have a bed right there. You just lay on it whenever you fucking want. There's so many perks. to
Okay,
this
okay,
job.
fine. It's great. But I'm just saying, eventually it tires you out. Because
Yeah.
editing is the thing that's like, everything else is fine, but it's like, oh, it's tedious. But, it's worth it.
I mean, at this time of recording, I don't know how long I'm going to be at this job, but at the time of recording, I do like road construction, setting up work zones, working with the cops. You stay over there while we have to close this road down, set up detours. It's all fucking boring. Basically,
Traffic stuff.
we're the people that annoy your parents when they're going to their job. Like, we have to send them on a detour, fucking merge the road to the left and make a 2-lane highway 1 lane, and it's a pain in the fucking ass.
Ooh, that sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah, we work outside all the time. In the summer and in the winter, it sucks. The money's pretty good.
Trying to say you're a manly man is what you're trying to say.
I'm not manly. Look at these fucking titties.
You didn't have to pull your sweatshirt to the
But,
side. Okay.
Some days it's awesome. Some days it's awful because you never know what time you're getting done work.
Right.
Which is why I can't record with Mats on the weekdays anymore.
He doesn't truly have time. He's not just making that up, although sometimes I kind of imagine he is making it up and doesn't really actually have that job, and it's just this whole story.
I still work at Acme, like
Yeah.
supermarket.
He's working at a supermarket. He's like still working there, still has plenty of free
So
time.
I'm only working like 32-hour weeks.
Rock, you want to play Overwatch?
No, but sometimes I'll work like 24-hour weeks, and then some weeks I'll work like 70 hours, and there's no time.
Oh, so you work some weeks that you have more free time.
Nope.
you just spilled the beans. I'm just like, well, you still have Overwatch on your computer. Like, I got him to play Overwatch for 30 minutes one day.
Pretty good. Pretty
That's
good game.
it. Barely 30 minutes.
Pretty good game.
Even says it on your little Battle.net profile.
I like the Wolfnir.
The what?
The Wolfnir. What's his name? The dwarf?
Torbjorn?
Torbjorn.
Wolfnir. Dylan has a
I like
second question, and it's our last
Ooh,
question.
Anything you want. Anything for Dylan.
The second question is directly inspired by Rocky's Anime Lady Love Hour. Thank you
Okay.
for watching. I think that series is pretty good, and the views have slowed down so hard.
Yeah.
God damn it.
As
Anyway.
with things with multiple episodes do.
That don't refer to a specific anime and are all about your original imagination.
Yeah.
This is actually just for me. So take a back seat, pal.
I'll just stick with
You got your own. It's my turn. If you were to take Papyrus on a date, what would you do?
From Underworld?
From Undertale.
Undertale. I miss video games so much. I miss video games. Too much work, not enough fucking games. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
what
okay?
was your point? Yeah.
I think Dylan wanted to see a Matt's Manly Boy Hour. What would we call it?
Matt's Hunk Hour.
Hunky Hunk. Ah.
Wow.
You fucked up too. Shut up. Don't wow me.
Hunky Hunk.
I think Dylan wants to see an alternate version of that series in which I'm making up dates and stuff. I think that'd be a fucking blast.
Why
However,
Papyrus, by the way?
because Dylan's a real fan and watched our Undertale
You watch
episode.
that shit? Thank you so much.
So
that was
honestly-
the glory days.
Honestly,
I
and
missed that shit.
Dylan enjoyed how I was talking about dating Papyrus and how I love him and everything.
Of course.
But I was thinking, like, if we ever did a series like that, I mean, you wouldn't care enough to ask me any questions or present me characters. You just wouldn't.
I would ask you, but then just tune out.
Yeah, it would. You'd be like, the whole time while I'm talking.
Just texting, like, yep.
So it wouldn't really work out between us that way. Then I realized our whole Anime Aneurysm series, many of the episodes are gay shows. Might as well just be that anyway. Because I'm talking about dicks, I'm talking about kissing boys, and just...
Jizz raining
Yeah,
down.
yeah. So those kind of count, I think, enough. So I've had my fill, in other words. Never. Go, by the way.
Phil. He's getting filled.
Feels good. Very good. I think all my answers would honestly... Okay, you alright? All my answers would honestly be the same, and it would start with flowers.
Why?
I am a romantic.
What if you're
I
not...
love fucking giving boys flowers
But
because
what if they're not, like, into flowers? Like you, I can't imagine
everyone's into
you-
flowers.
I don't give a shit about flowers.
Someone hands you a rose. What are you gonna do?
Give it to my mom and say, I just got this for you at a fucking...
Your girlfriend hands you a rose. What would you do?
Oh, well, I have to fucking take it. Yeah, of course.
And go, wow.
But she wouldn't do that because I don't give a shit
Okay.
about flowers.
Fine.
I would do a tango and bite it like Don Flamenco and
There
fucking...
you go.
Tango. Tango the night away. Don Flamenco.
Or that.
Do you know who that is?
Yes. Okay. It's my turn.
Still got him. Still a gamer. He's still in there.
Moving on. I actually made that up. I have no idea this. Honestly, I'm like, Don Flamento, who?
Mike Tyson's Punch Out.
Oh, Don Slodenko. Okay.
Never mind. I'm so tired. I missed
Moving
Game of
on.
That.
My answer's
Ah!
not over. It would start with flowers.
Okay.
I mean, you know, Papyrus is all about spaghetti or whatever. Everyone doing the same thing. I'd be
course.
different. I'd be like, here's some flowers. Because giving guys flowers,
Mhm.
gay guys, fine, you're out of the equation, whatever. If you give a gay guy a flower, he'll usually be like, I never got flowers before. Oh my God, thank you. And their little heart flutters, and I go,
All right. It's not going to suck itself.
yeah,
Let's go.
pretty much. Spaghetti dinner. I guess you have to do spaghetti dinner, don't you? I just said I'd be different, but I'd probably just do
Yeah,
spaghetti
you're just
dinner.
basic like the rest of them.
I want to be impressive. You'd be like, what are we doing? You're awful.
So
Blush.
flowers and spaghetti, that's it.
Wait, I don't want to do a whole fucking Rocky's Lady Love Hour date where you talk for 15 minutes about some perverted
I don't want to
shit.
hear it. He does.
Well, now I gotta actually think like I forced you to. Man, this is hard, isn't it?
It is. Do that again fucking
You're all-
15 more times.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
you actually
it's
did
hard.
it 25 times.
It's fucking hard, yeah. Go for
You're
it.
on the spot. You have to think of a whole different scenario every time.
It's hard.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
I'm in your shoes right
And
now.
you're just doing it one time.
Shit.
So, okay, it starts with...
I put you through some shit.
Oh, I know. by the way.
Spaghetti.
You put me through some shit. Past 3 years? Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, not time to review everything.
Where are you having spaghetti?
My house.
Yeah, you're
I'm not
romantic.
going.
Yeah, you're real romantic. If I was Papyrus, I would dump you.
No, well, we didn't even start yet.
You're holding a plate of spaghetti. You're just like, oh. And he's like, it's getting cold. You're like, oh.
With guys, I'm usually the more passive one because I'm skinnier and I'm usually shorter, you know, with the guys I've dated. So
Yeah.
they tend to be the one who does more of the work. I'm the
Yeah.
girl, in other words.
Right. You're used to being wooed. You're
If
not
I've-
used to doing the wooing.
Right. Well, I do that occasionally when I feel up to it, but usually I don't have to because I tend to just kind of get treated that way.
You're just
sometimes.
jogging in place here. What are you going to do with Papyrus?
I'm just trying to say that I'd be like, oh, okay, let's go on a date. And then I'd sit at the table like, okay, woo me. I'm an asshole.
All right, guys. There you go. There you go.
That's
You
my
got it.
answer. I'm sorry. It's just that's why that series wouldn't work because I'd just be like, I am a princess, aren't I?
Princess Mac gets swept off his feet constantly. He doesn't know how to do the sweeping. That's your answer.
That's your job.
I sweep all fucking day.
Oh,
25 different women. I swept my fucking ass off.
thank you so much, guys, for the questions.
Thank you.
It took like 6 months to collect them. We
And
finally-
you know, don't be afraid to ask more.
yeah, honestly, it's just $1. Just throw $1 at us once, and you can ask us anything you want, even if you want to be mean about
Maybe
it.
if you like hearing your name being said by total strangers.
Yeah, it is weird, isn't it?
Yeah, we've had it done once, and I was like, oh, this is nice.
No sex-related questions. It's kind of a bummer.
Thank God. And you gotta drop the ball by not asking sex questions. He's right. You wanna know the color of my penis head? Stay tuned. What? It's different.
Mega Man. We'll find Dr.